Imagine a classroom, rows of desks, the sound of pages turning. But one desk is empty. Not because a student was sick, not because they moved away, but because their childhood was taken, and their voice was buried under power, money, and silence. Today we open the Epstein Files, not to glorify a monster, but to remember the children the world tried to forget. Welcome to Empty Desk. Jeffrey Epstein is often described as a lone predator, a single villain, a convenient ending. But the Epstein Files tell a different story. This was not just one man. This was a network. Private jets, private islands, and powerful people who believed rules were for everyone else. Epstein didn't operate in darkness. He operated in plain sight. In the Epstein Files, many names are redacted, faces hidden, identities erased. But patterns remain. Most victims were young, vulnerable, from broken homes or unstable lives. They weren't recruited because they wanted luxury. They were targeted because they had no protection. What was taken from them wasn't money. It was trust, safety, and innocence. Some victims dropped out of school. Some struggled with trauma for decades. Some never recovered. And some never survived. These are the empty desks we talk about. Classrooms where attendance was called and a name stopped being answered. Not because the child didn't matter, but because the system decided they were expendable. Epstein was arrested more than once, and more than once, he was protected. Deals were made behind closed doors, charges were reduced, victims were silenced. The Epstein Files reveal something terrifying. Justice moved slowly, but power moved fast. And every delay meant another child left unprotected. In 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his jail cell. Officially, suicide. Unofficially, unanswered questions, broken cameras, sleeping guards, lost evidence. But here's the truth. Epstein's death did not end the story. It froze it. The children never got their day in court, and many powerful names were never questioned. The Epstein Files are not about curiosity. They are about accountability. Because abuse doesn't survive on secrecy alone. It survives on silence. Every file released, every name questioned, every system exposed means fewer empty desks in the future. If a system protects power over children, then that system is broken. And if we stop talking about it, we become part of the silence. At Empty Desk, we don't tell these stories for shock. We tell them so they're never repeated. Because every child deserves a future, and no desk should ever be empty because of exploitation. If you believe stories like these matter, subscribe to Empty Desk, because remembering is the first step toward justice.